Hi there, I'm Barry Mitchell. I'm the inventor of Baraoke. And Baraoke is a backing tracks player and lyrics prompter that you can use on stage, at gigs, in the house, in your bedroom, any size of venue where you need to prompt lyrics or use a system that is a lyrics prompter or a stage prompter to show your lyrics, scroll the lyrics as they're playing and play a backing track along with the lyrics. So this is the main combination video that shows you everything about Baraoke. So this video will be split up into smaller videos that you can use as learning videos for the Baraoke system. I will show you how to set up the main folder, how to add a playlist, how to add songs to the playlist, how to set up the song, how to change the colours and styles of the text in the song, either just simple text documents, how to source MP3s, how to source lyrics, and how to source all of the chords for pretty much any song. Baraoke can be used, like I say, as a lyrics prompter or a stage prompter or as a backing tracks player for any purpose. So if you're doing a gig at your local pub, then this is perfect for it. So if, like me, you're a solo artist who does local pubs and events, then I personally use Baraoke for this, and I've used it in the past in pubs for doing small gigs. I also use it here in my studio. This is my my Baraoke studio. Downstairs from here I've got my rehearsal room where I've got all my stuff set up, and I use it down the stairs pretty much every day for learning new songs and for learning new songs and playing along with songs and basically getting better at songs. I always forget the words of songs, so Baraoke is why I invented this system. So anyway, let's crack on. First thing I want to do is I want to show you how to set up the main folder of Baraoke on your computer. Okay, so in this video, this section of video, I'm going to show you how to set up the main folder for Baraoke. Inside the main folder you will put your lyric sheets, MP3s and song folders. The rest of the folders are automatically generated and you won't have to touch them. So when you first open Baraoke, you're presented with this screen here. I want you to press setup. Then to find you should have already made a folder. If not, then you'll do this just now. So press on this icon here next to main folder location. On my desktop, I have set up a folder called Baraoke Setup. How I done that was I simply right clicked on my desktop, pressed new folder and named the folder Baraoke Setup. So I'm just going to select that, press on select, press update, and that has now made two new folders inside my Baraoke Setup folder. They are called Do Not Remove -playlists and tracks go in here. This is where your tracks will go. So I'm now going to show you how to set up a song. I'm going to show you how to set up a song before you add a playlist because I want to see the song in the playlist, okay? So I have here I use a website called Karaoke Version for sourcing MP3s. So you have to buy them from Karaoke Version. They're just like a couple of pounds, like £1.99. That's great GBP, Great British Pounds. So you need an MP3 and a text document to set up any song. So I'm going to set up here 20th Century Boy by T-Rex, okay? First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder called 20th Century Boy. 20th Century Boy by T-Rex. Doesn't matter what it's called as long as you know what the reference is when it comes to looking at your playlist. And I'm going to open my browser. I'm going to go to the website Ultimate Guitar. And in here I'm going to type in 20th Century Boy. And I'm going to pick this one. So here is all of the lyrics and the chords for 20th Century Boy. So I'm just going to copy that. Copy as plain text. It always asks you whether you want to copy it or not as a PDF. You want to download as a PDF. Inside my 20th Century Boy folder, here I've got a couple of screens, so it just opened on another screen there. I'm going to make a new file, text document. It could be called anything, so I'm going to call it My Lyrics. That could be called absolutely anything, it doesn't matter what that's called. When I open the file, which will again open on another screen, I'm just going to paste in the text that I got from the guitar website. Now I don't need the intro because I know how to play that anyway, so I'm just going to delete that. I always like to have 2 or 3 spaces in my file as well for in the intro, so that the lyrics scroll in while I'm kind of reading what's going on to begin with. So I'm just going to save that and just close it just now. And I'm also going to take my MP3 file and put it in there. Now that is the song, or that's the song set up. Now I'm going to show you how to add this song to a playlist. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to add a playlist to the lyrics prompter Baraoke. So go to the top menu and press playlists. As you see, I have no playlist here so far. So you can call the playlist anything you want. So I'm going to call this my playlist. My playlist 1. Press on this down arrow and that adds the playlist. So I also now want to add a song to the playlist. So I've already got 20th Century Boy set up. If you watched the previous video on how to set up a song, I'm going to now add the song to this playlist. So if I press on this icon here, this will open the folder for my tracks going here folder. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my 20th Century Boy folder and drag it into this folder. So there it is there. Just drag your 20th Century Boy, mine's my 20th Century Boy folder, into that folder and that's that done. So now when I press on this green icon here, that brings up the track lists that are available inside that folder, and it brings up a blank list of tracks because you're now going to add 20th Century Boy or other tracks to your playlist. So I'm going to just now add on multiple tracks, and then I'm going to show you how to add on them and play them through a playlist. So using the same method as before, when I added 20th Century Boy by T-Rex to my folder and made the folder, I've used the same method to add on multiple tracks. So I've now got Born to be Wild, Crackling Rose, Dignity by Deacon Blue, Fantastic Day by Haircut 100, Get It On and Hold Me Now. So I want to now add them to a playable playlist that I can now go play at a gig or practice at the house or anywhere I want. So I'm just going to click on the tracks and drag them onto the right hand side, like that. And if I want to reorder them, I just drag them into any order I want, like that. And to see how long your playlist is going to last for, press on the timer button here. What that does is samples all of your MP3s and tells you how long the combination of all the MP3s is. So that's 27 minutes and 51 seconds. And now to play that playlist, I just press on that play button here. That now shows me my actual list, and to play any individual song, I will press on the song. So I want to play 20th Century Boy, that's the song I'm working on making just now. Press on that, and that now brings up the lyrics on the left hand side. So as we downloaded our track from as a text document from Ultimate Guitar, it comes with the chords that I should be playing and the lyrics. So what I want to do is, personally, this is how I do it, I want to remove the double spacing so that there's no space between the chord I should be playing and the lyrics. So I will untick double spacing. And as you can see now, that tidies up the spacing of the chords and the lyrics. Now if I press play, that will play the MP3 and will start to scroll the text. So I'm just going to quickly reset it by pressing on the song again and then press play, and that will now play the song. It's a bit quiet, so I'm just going to change the master volume. That's it. Friends say it's fine, friends say it's good. And that's it, that's how it's done. You can now do that with any song, so that's how you set up a song. So if I wanted to, I can now change the colours of the text, change the spacing of the text, even change the font. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so now that you know how to set up a song, set up a playlist, add the song, play the song, I'm going to show you how to use the toys on this screen here. So on the screen here you've obviously got play, next song, previous song, and there's this other button here which allows you to play continually every song in sequence. So if I was to press on that button there, I'm just going to drag this slider right to the very end and press play. That will now play the next song. Okay, if I didn't have this text, it wouldn't play the next song. So now Crackling Rose is going to play. So it's loading the text, gives you a count in, starts playing. Simple as that. So now if I untick that box, I'm just going to drag that right to the very end again, and that will now just stop. Okay, good. So now I'm going to show you how to colour the text, so you could set markers, change fonts, all this kind of thing. And I'm now going to show you how to colour the text, make it bold, underlines, you can actually align it to the sides and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. On your track, as you can see there, I've got 20th Century Boy loaded again. That actually says 20th Century Bye. So I'm going to press on the little pencil. That will open up the file called 20th Century Boy. I'm going to change that, so I want to change that to 20th Century Boy. And save. I'm just going to go back to here, press my playlists, and put that back in place, because that's obviously wrong. So I'm going to press play, 20th Century Boy is now up there. And I'm now going to show you how to colour the text for that particular track. You can put in bolds, underlines, colours, align it to the middle, to the left and to the right as well, and I'm going to show you how to do that using simple markup. So if I press on that pencil here, that opens up the folder where my lyrics file is, and I'm going to open the my lyrics file. Now I noticed that when I played the song, the text was probably a wee bit too close to the top when I wanted it to be down a bit for the start of the song. So I'm just going to put another couple of spaces in. And I want to make the introduction text orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in here, colour equals orange. So what I've done is I've put in there less than, colour equals orange, greater than. And in the terms of markup, that is how to open a tag. They're called HTML tags, which you can use in this. And I'm going to close it again by putting in there colour. Okay, I'm just going to quickly save that to show you what's happened. Then I press save, go back to Baraoke, refresh the song. Now you can see that's turned orange. So I'm just going to open the text file again. I'm going to change the verse to yellow, colour equals yellow. You can use a lot of primary colours. I'm going to put on the website the colours that you can use. Colour. And what I'm going to do is, just so you can see how this works, I'm going to make this bit of text here bold by putting in a B tag for bold. B. And save. and refresh that again. So now you can see that the intro is orange, the verse is yellow, the friends say it's fine, friends say it's good is now bold. And now you can also align text as well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in there align equals center and close that. Align, align. And is that correct? It is. I'm going to save that now. Save. Press that again. And now you can see that that text there, everybody says is just like Robin Hood, is now aligned to the centre of the page. So if I open the side panel, which is obviously a new thing you've just seen, the text itself will align to the centre. So you can use that for markers, or you can also align it to the right as well. So you can actually use that for independent or for different people. So if I want to make that align to the centre and colour, I use separate markup. Colour equals green. Colour equals green. Colour green. I'm just going to make that, I'm going to save that and show you that now. There you go. So now you can actually put in spaces. You can actually change the size of the text as well. So check the website for different markup, or so you can see exactly what you can do with your lyrics. Now also on this page you can see it's got scroll speed, text size as well at the bottom, and this bit here. So the scroll speed will determine what speed the text scrolls in accordance with the song. The text size will allow you to make the text bigger and smaller. So you can see here I'm making the text much bigger, so 39. My preference is 30, but you can put it to whatever you want. So if you want smaller text, all you have to do is change that, and you can make the text bigger and smaller. The track volume is set. Every time you set the track volume, it's instantly saved. So if you change track, it will save the volume based on what you set that slider to. So you'll see that if I go back to Crackling Rose, that's there just now. If I go back to 20th Century Boy, it is where I put it. So I'm just going to put it down there to show you that. And back again, and you'll see it's saved. As simple as that. This is stop, back, previous track, play the track, next track, and continuously play. You can also use on your keyboard, you can use the return key to restart a song, and the space bar to play the song. So I'm just pressing space, press return, that starts the song again. And that's pretty much it. Auto scroll stops the track from scrolling, and the master is the same for all tracks. So you see the master there is, when I'm changing it, it stays the same for all of your tracks. So instead of reaching over to your mixer to change the volume, you can actually just change the volume of the master, and that will change the volume of all tracks. Okay. Okay, so when I downloaded the lyrics from Ultimate Guitar here and pasted it into the text document, the text document has got a specific font set up by default in Windows. And that means that I'm actually using a different font from Windows. So you can see that I've got my, I'll just put 20th Century Boy back on. I am using a different font from the standard Windows font. So you can see they're not the same font. So what I've done is I've put in a drop down menu inside the setup that allows you to change to Lucida Console. Lucida Console is the default font for your text editor on Windows. So now that I've changed it to that, when I go back to here, you can see it's the same. Now it's the same font. The reason I've done that is because when you copy and paste from here, and when you paste it into your text document, the formatting is slightly different with the font I'm using. So I don't often use the reference points for chords, I just use the lyrics. But when you paste it into here, the reference points for the chords will be the same as they are when you've pasted it from here. So you can see here it's got the E just over the past Robin Hood there, and I've actually made it to the centre, but if we go to the yeah and the B, that will be the same. It is there, so there's the yeah and the B, they're in exactly the same place. That's the reason you're able to select multiple fonts. Now I want to show you how to add multiple playlists and what happens when you do add multiple playlists. I'm going to call this playlist 2 and playlist 3. The reason I'm showing you this is because I want to show you how to set up multiple playlists, and the reason that there are multiple playlists is for reference points. So you can now look at the, you see in the first playlist I've added all of the songs to the right hand column, and the next two I have not. So if I add all of the songs, or some of the songs, to the right column and leave some in the right hand column, you can now see which songs you have in which playlist. So I'll just throw some in there as well. The timing and the lyrics, colours and everything like that stays the same. So when you're setting your lyrics and your colours for a particular song, it stays the same across the entire system. So yeah, so you can see that I've got different tracks inside different playlists, and it's that easy to add them. You could add unlimited playlists there as well. And remember, when you add a playlist, to add the time as well. So that one's 16:28. We go to here and press play, or the timer button. That's that. Now, when I go back to my playlist that shows you the time, that one didn't work. So why is that? I'm going to play that again. I think I might have done the same one twice. So let's go to home, press playlists, and that's updated all of the times, how many tracks there are as well. Okay, if you've got any questions about Baraoke and how to use Baraoke, or if you have any suggestions on how I can update the system to make it better, please feel free to get in touch. The website address is just below here, and if you want to go on the Facebook page and give me any feedback, you can do it through the homepage of Baraoke and just press on the Facebook button there, and you can get me through Messenger on Facebook. Okay, thanks for watching.